What's good, YouTube? Welcome back again to my channel. In this video today, it's a very special day because Logic Pro X finally came out on iPad. I think with that, it's gonna change the music industry, probably with plugin companies and bunch of stuff, because it's amazing that you can have access to this application. And apparently it's gonna be the whole application. It's not like a light version, and you can export everything through Logic from your computer, or vice versa. You can send it back to your iPad, so you can transfer content between the app version and the Mac version. So I didn't try yet. We're gonna find that together. So today it's not a tutorial. It's just gonna be like a first tour, how it looks, what's the difference maybe compared to the Mac version. So we're gonna check it out together, guys. So if you want to see how Logic Pro looks on iPad, check this out. All right, guys. So as you can see, when you open Logic, this is what you see on your iPad. So you get the MIDI audio pattern drummer. Let's just go with MIDI just to see. So when you click that, no content, it's downloaded. Okay. So you got the audio patches, loop, simple. Okay, right now at the moment, because I remember when you first open it, they ask you if you want to download things. So probably that's something I should have done, but it's really just to kind of give you an idea of how the interface looks like. You got option here, and these gonna be like a these gonna be like a shorter version of your plugin. So if you put a plugins, because I know that there's FabFilter, the whole package that it's available as well, and you can get the full plugin on your screen, or you can get like the essential features of that plugin down at the bottom. So that's a very cool feature. This is the mixer really look like very similar to the one you'll see, and I think you can, is there a way to put that bigger? Oh yeah, okay. So you can make like the full screen. Can you take this out? Okay, yeah. So you could, if you want to add track, I imagine it's this is where you add your plugins. So audio effects, I'm gonna take a look at the plugin if it's the same. EQ, channel EQ. If you click on that, get the channel EQ here. Okay, and you do have the real, the real version. So that's what I was saying, guys. You can have like the real plugin that you will normally see on your Mac, but you can put it like shorter. Still gotta have to get used to. So when it's touch and you're used to like a screen, this is where you put it on and off. I'm not quite sure how you go back to the. Okay, you just put back in. So it's kind of give you like a shortcut, like, and it's like you can see like your full plugin, but with a small window. And as soon as you extend it, show detail, this is where you kind of see the full picture. And if you do cut and boost, okay, you can put it full screen. That's pretty amazing, actually. That's pretty amazing. At first, I think you still gotta get used to. You're gonna need to get used to the touch maybe a bit, but after a few time, I guess it's fine. This is where you get your volumes. Now let me see other plugins. So it's nice that you can get like a full screen of your plugins. Now, if let's say we add another plugin, like let's say we go to the compressor, still have all the other ones. So compressor, show details, boom. That's pretty amazing. Okay, it's always that little bottom. Okay, so the bottom down, this is where you kind of see all the picture, and I do like that you kind of get, you know what you did. Like if you go here, you kind of know with that little icon what you did. Obviously that's not how you would EQ, but it was just a test. So you get the compressor here. As soon as you click on that, this is where you kind of see the essential settings of your plugins. So that's pretty cool. And you can just click here to add another one. So let's say pitch. I'm actually curious if they do have the same pitch correction. Okay. And let's say you go here, pitch correction, show details. Oh, so that's a new version. That's actually a newer version of the pitch correction. So bypass all, neutral pitch detection. You have normal or low. Okay, so that's the same. Response. So detune. Okay, so it's a little different interface, but I guess it's this kind of the same settings that you used to have in the Mac version. In terms of delay, now I'm just showing the plugins just to kind of get an idea. So tape delay. Every time you want to see the plugins, you kind of click it on this, and you can control it from here. So the dry signal, wet signal, everything. And if ever you want to see it full screen, click on it, show details, and this is where you can kind of do the adjustment. I really do like the feel of touch. I find you can get like precise with that. Even now you don't see it because I'm screen recording my iPad, but even with using the pens, it's actually very precise, the type of adjustment that you can do. So that's pretty amazing, to be honest. In terms of sends, create a new bus, so it automatically create the bus. So let's rename. How do you? I don't rename here. So let's put that like reverb. And from there, we're gonna add a reverb, chroma verb. Show details. Because I didn't select. Okay, you gotta select the track. So this you get your essential. So decay time, wet. And as soon as you unclick on that and you click show details, you kind of see like the whole plugin. That's actually pretty amazing. So that's really like a full DAW of what I can see so far. It's really almost identical of the one you see on Mac. Interface and options, some are a little different. I imagine they made it like to be working on an iPad, so that's why they have to do like some different adjustments. But I actually really do like the interface. It's pretty good. I think it's gonna be fun to try to mix actually a real song on the iPad. So I just wanted today, guys, just to kind of give you an idea of how it looks. I'll definitely gonna do another video more in depth. I'm gonna mix a real song using that. We're gonna deep dive in the application. But today, since today's the official release, I just like kind of wanted just to kind of give you a brief idea of how it looks. And wow, you can put it pretty big. I think the fact that it's touch, that's what make it so nice. Maybe some people are gonna hate it, some people are gonna like it. I really do like that feature down that you can kind of see all your plugins that you have on the track and the essential settings of the plugins. So like if you look just right here, you have the threshold, attack, release of the compressor, gain reduction, pitch correction, and if ever you really want, you click on that, click on let's say your pitch, show details, and now you can put it full screen if ever you want to do more like see more what you're doing. So that's pretty impressive. And I imagine when you get like in mixing with the meter, like the fact that it's touch, that can actually be nice. Multi effects, utilities, specialized pitch, filters. In terms of EQ, I think there was other EQ, vintage EQ collection, vintage EQ console. So they really redid like a few things, like in terms of interface compared to the one that you have on Mac. But so far, I'm kind of impressed actually. I didn't really use it. I didn't even put any tracks yet to do a mix. So I just wanted today, guys, just to kind of give you an idea if you do have an iPad and this one, because today was also the release of Final Cut Pro on iPad. Final Cut Pro, you need a M1 iPad to be able to run the application, but for Logic, you don't need an M1 iPad. So if you have an older iPad, as long as I think it's the A12 chip, you're good to go, and you can run this application. I believe it's like $4.99 a month. Oh, yeah, it's $4.99 a month actually, or $49 a year. So that's actually pretty good, guys. And automatically, boom, it saved the project. So, and you can export this project to your Mac if ever you do have it on your Mac. So that's how it looks so far. So like I said, it was just a small video just to kind of show you how it does look like on iPad. So you do have all the same plugin. It's just the interface of the plugins is different. Um, so that's the only thing that I see difference. And you have like it's really the same. It's just like they look more modern, but you still have all the same control, same. You see, like they're pretty much all the same. So that's pretty amazing that you have access to all that. And so far, I know that FabFilter is already available. You can buy the package, but eventually, I'm really curious to see if there's going to be third-party plugins like Waves or anything that's going to come to it. I think that can be pretty interesting. Alright, guys, so that was just like a little sneak peek of how Logic Pro X looks on the iPad. So I'm curious to know if ever you're gonna get it on your iPad, or if you don't have an iPad, are you going to buy an iPad to use Logic Pro X, or are you gonna stay on Mac? I'm curious to know, so comment down below if ever the release of Logic Pro on iPad is gonna make you go get an iPad. And by the way, I'm gonna still release Logic Pro X videos like on Mac. So to be able to get my tutorials, my upcoming tutorials, you don't need to go get Logic on iPad. I'll try to do both, but I still want to use the Mac version just because I know it's not everyone that's gonna go get an iPad. Since if ever you do have a Mac and you already have Logic, there's maybe chance that you won't gonna go get it. I think in the production size of Logic, like if ever you want to do beats and everything, I think the fact that it's portable, it can be very useful. But I'll definitely gonna do tutorials on iPad as well as Mac. So don't worry, guys. You're gonna be able, if ever you do have the Mac version or the iPad version, you're gonna be able to follow with my tutorials. Anyways, it's the same so the interface might look different a tiny bit, but I'm pretty sure if ever I do a tutorial on Mac, you'll be able to follow up on your iPad, as well as if I do it on iPad, you're gonna be able to follow up on your Mac. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna release videos about mixing. I'm gonna try to do a whole song from start to finish with the iPad. So if ever you guys want to see a video that I record, mix, edit, master everything from scratch on the iPad, comment down below. It's gonna come out soon, guys. So thank you guys again for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care.